Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to your Monday, your middle of August. A smidge cooler today, but we're going to get after it. Last Wednesday, Friday morning, we had the single side pushing, pulling thing. We did those two workouts. Today we have a nice full body day, so we actually do need to get going. We have a similar-esque but different warm-up, tiny bit. Good warm-up. We'll have your 30s on your upper body, circuit 1. We'll have our 20s on our upper body, circuit 2. We have our 10s on number 3, and we have lots of work to do. You know how this thing plays out. So a nice, good full body day today. Happy Wednesday. Ready? Time to get warm? We have done our scissors, standing scissors, and standing runners and jack lanes. Well, this one we're going to do our 3 different alternating legs to go with our always 10 standing scissors, so just the tiniest change. And we're going to do our 3 different squats to go with our standing runners. And we're going to get on the ground and get a quick little abs core before we get the day going. So we got to have actually a good warm-up loop. When you're ready, we have our 10 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. Done this many times. The front leg is loaded and the front leg pulls you back up. We'll be doing pulling legs on circuit 2 and our pulling exercises with your legs. You know, I want you to think about loading and pulling yourself up, not necessarily forward, right? Stationary reverse lunges, 10. Standing scissors, 10. We'll eventually do 3 sets of standing scissors. So just the ever so slightest change. Lengthen those hamstrings and glutes and lower back and middle back and arms and shoulders. You're going to have your alternating, balancing, stiff-legged deadlifts. Again, you've done this before. Your stationary reverse lunges, you get your hamstrings, glutes, quads. Your stiff-legged deadlifts, way less quads. Again, hamstrings, glutes, pulling yourself back up. 10 alternating, stationary, reverse, stiff-legged deadlifts. Brain. Monday. After the 10 alternating stiff-legged deadlifts, you're going to have your 10 standing scissors again. Lengthen those same muscles you just used on your stiff-legged deadlifts a little more dynamically. 10 standing scissors after you finish those stiff-legged deadlifts. And of course, with the standing scissors, it's kind of like a little mobility, a little movement, a little swagger, a little rhythm. When you get done, you're going to have your stationary forward lunges. We'll be doing pushing exercises on circuit 1. And on pushing leg exercises, you push yourself back. Whether you're stationary forward, not going anywhere, or you're walking reverse, you push yourself back. And your quads will turn on more than your hamstrings. When you get done, you're on your last set of your standing scissors. Is it magical to do 3 sets of them? No, we just normally don't do 3 sets of them. 10 standing scissors for the 3rd and last time. Big, huge reps, hammies, glutes, quads, posture, breathe. When you're ready, you've got your 10 regular squats. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Hips, 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 hips. Even though your hips do move a lot on those lunges, it just feels a little different, right? You gotta really think of the hips and your posture on your squats. 10 regular squats. You technically won't do them again today. 10 standing runners. We'll do 3 sets of 10 standing runners like we did our standing scissors. Mobility, rotation, breathe, little activation on your 10 standing runners. And again, I know it might feel easy, but I want you to think about this. That body moves more on those runners and scissors. You've got your wide squats. Feet are wider than your regular squats. They don't need to be super wide, but you should feel the flexibility of a wide squat. You'll have a choice of these on circuit 2 when we get to our hamstrings. Even though it's technically not a pulling exercise, your hamstrings turn on more on a wide squat. After the 10 wide squats, you're standing runners for the 2nd time. Mobility, rotation, Don't knee yourself in the nose. And also don't just like stand here and not try. Elbows to knees, not knees to nose. When those are done, 10 narrow squats. Feet are inside your hips. These are your mobility squats. A little more joint motion on narrow squat. You'll have a choice of these on circuit 1. Again, you've done these themes before. 10 narrow squats, a little more quads, a little more mobility versus your wide squats. When you get done, you'll have your standing runners for the third and last time. Breathe and focus. When you get done, I just want to get one loop of our abs core in. I need your body ready to go. Circuit 1 is 150 upper body with our quad focus pushing legs. Circuit 2 will be 100 upper body with our hamstring focused leg, blah, blah. But we have things to do in between our circuits. When you're ready, 10 scissors. You've done that before. And then 10 sit-ups. Again, a small little change. Normally I would do sit-ups and then scissors. We're gonna go scissors first and then sit-ups second. Just tiny, tiny change. More to mess up your brain than anything else. 10 scissors and then 10 sit-ups. And breathe and focus. It's Monday morning, middle of August, cruising along. After those 10 scissors, take a big deep breath. Remember, supersetting doesn't mean we go fast. It just means you do 2 or more exercises in a row involving the same muscle group, so your abs get a little bit of a burn. 10 slow runners and 10 reverse crunches is the second combo. 10 slow runners, elbows to knees laying down, versus the standing ones you did. And then both legs moving on your reverse crunches. And breathe. We're just doing a couple of these quick abs core, making sure everything is working properly on a Monday morning. After those 10 reverse crunches, we're going to do 10 swimmers and 10 V-ups, and then it's time to get our workout going. 10 swimmers, whether you're on your hands and knees, more motion, a little more balance, mobility, but also good activation, or laying on your stomach, possibly more contraction because you're supported. 10 swimmers, and then 10 V-ups, and that way we are ready to go for the day. And on those V-ups, legs are pretty much straight, arms are pretty much straight. Again, a big torque leverage. They are a hard ab exercise. They are not the best ab exercise. It just gets your body moving. Great gauge for how you're feeling this morning. Maybe you did a bunch of garage cleaning this weekend or yard work, or maybe you guys are gonna come over and help me move this week. That'd be great. You know, how is your body feeling today? And then in general, how's your fitness level? How's the mobility of hips and spine and flexibility of your posterior muscles? Alrighty, when you get done, I want to eliminate choices as much as possible. So when you do your chest now, it's the same chest I want you to do later on. Is it magical? No, I just want the same thing later on. 30 chest, whether you lay on something and push, or you're doing the push-ups, you're gonna hold, I always say hold something on push-ups, hands on the ground, or bench, or TRX, or you can do chest flies. So, laying on something chest pushing, or laying on something chest pulling, or you got your push-ups. 30. Later on we'll do 20, and then later on we'll do 10. Anyhow, 30 chest, and then I'll talk to you about your quad focused pushing leg exercises. And Katie already slow it down. Nobody's even started yet, and you're in 5. Slow it down. 30 pushes. If you're doing push-ups or chest presses or pulls, you could even mix them up a tiny, tiny bit, but what you do now, I want you to do later on. If you're doing pushing, your shoulder blades start the motion. You let the motion happen and then you push. If you're doing flies, your shoulder blades definitely start the motion, and your shoulder blades cause the width of the exercise, and then you pull your hands via your arms and your shoulder blades back together. 30, pushing or pulling, chest, chest, chest. We have done these things before. We have a loop of 30s now. It's a long upper body circuit with our quad focused legs, which is technically a little shorter on a circuit for the quad pushing legs. Later on, we'll do less upper body with our hamstrings, which is a little bit of a longer motion. Blah, 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 blah. 30, chest. You'll do it later on for less. Nice, good, slow strength training day today, please. Upper body focused. That has other things. Now, you know I would love it if you held on to weights. Quad focused pushing leg exercises. Today you can only do stationary forward lunges or narrow squats. I would love weights early and often. We're gonna go 30 down by 6. So if you do 30 stationary forward lunges, it's 15 each leg. If you do 30 narrow squats, it's 30 each leg. Either way, 30 quad focused legs, whether it's narrow squats or stationary forward lunges. I would like weights early and often. We're gonna go down by 6 reps. So I would love weight increases. When we drop reps like that, the weight should increase if you can, but also time. Time under tension is also another factor for load. And if you don't have the weight, you slow it down a tiny bit. I don't need super slow reps, but time under tension and or weight. 30 quad focused legs. We're gonna go down by 6. Narrow squat or stationary forward lunge. If you're at the gym, you're gonna have the quad machine, the low and narrow leg press, heavy things. So round 1 was 30 chest. Pulling flies would always take longer than pushing presses, but the pushing presses would probably burn more than the pulling flies. One would just take longer. Your next set is, again, whatever you do now, I would like you to do later on. You can either do trap rows or lat pullovers. Remember, trap rows is a way smaller motion, so if you do those, cool, you're gonna get these done a little quicker. 30 back reps, whether you do lat pullovers or you do rows. If you do rows, intentionally slow them down. If you do lat pullovers, it's already naturally a very slow motion. 30 back reps, and then you're gonna do 24 quad pushing reps. Back reps. I don't need to be deterred from doing rows or pullovers. Pullovers is a way longer motion. You have to think about it more, or unfortunately bad things happen. You can't just throw the hands above your head and let your hands fall and your arms are straight. You'll hurt something. Your rows is naturally a shorter motion. The position might be harder. You might burn more in your rows. Your pullovers, you might get more tired, more fatigued. You're just gonna get them done quicker. 30 back reps. You'll do them again for less later, and then you're gonna be on 24 quad focused legs. I'm only saying that so you get it done at your pace. I'm not saying that so you go faster. 30 back reps, and then 24 quad focused legs. Remember, I would love weights on everything early and often. You guys have done narrow squats and stationary forward lunges. Mix them up as you need to. Remember how I spelled need, K-N-E-E-D. I don't want your knees. So stationary forward lunges is you step, load, push yourself back, step, load, push yourself back. Narrow squats, you always should be able to wiggle your toes. That doesn't mean you're directly pushing through your heels. You push the flat of your feet. You just will turn on more quads via the feet position. So round 2 is your 30 back reps. You'll do more for less later. 24 quad focus pushing leg exercises. Round 3, we're gonna be on shoulders. Now remember, what you choose now, I want you to do later on, because we're gonna need more efficiency later on. You've got shoulders pushing, sitting tall or standing tall. You've got shoulders pulling on your upright rows or any shoulder raises. So after your 24 quad focused legs, you're on 30 shoulders. Now again, I don't mind if you mix things up a little bit, but you mix them up because of the burn. But what you do now, I would like you to do later. 30 shoulders, sitting tall or standing tall presses. Remember that tall version is relative to you. You gotta get as tall and as postured, again, not a correct word, but get as tall and use your core and your posture as much as possible. You can do pushing, you can do pulling on your upright rows, or you can do any of your shoulder raises, front, lateral, and rear. 30, shoulders. Pushing exercises will always burn. You're always gonna feel like you need to shake them off more. You get to like 22 and you're like, I can do a couple more, but then you gotta pause. Whereas pulling exercises, you can normally get those last 5 reps. And unfortunately, it doesn't involve using other muscles, but you're just fatigued, and you just gotta work a little harder to get them. 30 shoulders, round 3, and then 18 quad focused legs. When those reps go down, you either add weight or give me bigger motion or slow that motion down just a hair. 18 pushing quad focused legs. So legs today are pretty minimal. Definitely a lot more up body today. With a nice little warm up circuit of your legs and your movement exercises and some abs and core. 18 quad focused pushing leg exercises. Stationary forward lunges are step, load, push, and narrow squats. Naturally is a pushing exercise. Hips, 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 booty, 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 eyes, 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 and thighs, thighs, thighs. 18 reps. When you are ready, you're on your biceps. You've got hammer curls, hammer curl to twist, open wide, you got barbells, you got dumbbells, you got kettlebells, you got one weight, right? However you're gonna hold the weight. You guys have done biceps many a times. 30 biceps. And then you're on your 12 quad focused pushing legs. 30. Open wide or a bar turns on your long head bicep, the inner arm a little bit more. It tries to turn off your brachioradialis, your outer bicep arm muscle. Can't really call it a bicep, but There is a third one that exists when your hands are neutral or when you twist. You got a short head bicep, and that's your hammer curls, hammer curl twist. Long head bicep, your hands have to be open. And we have different tools, TRXs, dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, all the things. After your 30 biceps, you're in your 12 quad focused legs. 12. Remember, I want to be a little bit ahead of you, just so you see what to do. 12, either narrow squats or stationary forward lunges. Posture, posture, posture. Chest high, shoulders back and down. Your hips always move a ton. Hips, your glutes always turn on when your hips move. Hips, booty, eyes, thighs, thighs. It's a reminder, it's a leg exercise, not a back exercise. 30 biceps, 12 on your quads, and then you're on 30 triceps. Remember, I would like you to repeat what you do now later on. You've got dips, kickbacks, overhead, skull crushers, 30 triceps, and then you're going to be on your 6 legs to end your circuit. Now this circuit was significantly slower because you learned what to do. High reps, upper body. When we get to circuit 2, your upper body reps go down quite a bit. We'll have our hamstring focused exercises, so it might be kind of a similar duration, but the third circuit is the least upper body, and we're going to have our abs to go with it. So maybe a touch more pace. We're going to have some exertion coming up soon to wake up your bodies so you don't fall asleep on me, because right now it's been pretty slow. Triceps, 6 on your quad focused legs. Remember, triceps can only push. It's naturally a shorter exercise. It doesn't have to be a short motion like overhead triceps can be a longer motion, but dips and kickbacks and skull crushers is a little shorter motion. But your pushing exercises will always burn. So you might be like, oh, I gotta shake off those arms and do 5 more. 30 triceps, 6 on your quad focused exercises. I am going to talk about the little thing we're going to do next. It's a 3-minute exertion. Later on, we'll do a 2-minute exertion. And at the end of the workout, you have a 1-minute exertion. So circuit 1 was long, and circuit 2 is shorter, and circuit 3 is the shortest. Remember, when you are going to do exertion, you're going to do 3 minutes. You can go ride a bike. You can run on a treadmill. You can erg. You can do jumping jacks, jump rope, jump squat, split jump. You can do anything with intensity. You can do bench taps. You can do lateral bench hops. Again, you can do high knees, butt kicks, 3 minutes. You can go run your stairs. You can run around the house. You can sit here and watch everybody else work. Whatever you want to do. 3 minutes. Ready? Set. Go. So 3 minutes. Now, as you know, I always try to replicate what you might have at home or what you don't have at home. So I'm going to start with the high knees, right? You can run them. You can walk them. You got your butt kicks. Again, running them or walking them. You got jumping jacks, a little more width, a little more impact. You got walking jacks. Now remember, I didn't do these things for several weeks, basically most of July, because we had a little higher temperatures, all those things. It's cooled off a little bit. You guys are ready for a little sweaty. Anyhow, we have these little exertions today like we kind of did the other day. 3 minutes now. We'll do less later. Again, you could be rowing on a you could be running on a treadmill, you could be pedaling on a bike. You can be running stairs, jump squats, split jumps, high knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, jump rope. You got your bench taps, lateral bench taps. And if you really, really need to, you can just do your stationary legs, but we're going to be doing those in these circuits. 3 minutes of work. You are halfway there, a minute and a half to go. The goal, we move our bodies, get a little sweaty, a little huffy puffy, a little breathy, and we get back to our lifting. Not your first time. Right, Harini? I see you snuck in there earlier, right, during our warm-up. Good job, got Harini, I love it. Go get some, go get some. I know it's Monday, I know it's early. I know you're excited about your day. You've got 55 seconds to go. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. We'll slow it down soon and get back to our lifting. 40 seconds. Again, you've got impact with your agilities of high knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, bench taps. You've got the less impact version of all of those things. They are still good for you. It's still agility. 20 seconds to go. Agility, you being agile, and then you add your ability. You've got your plyometrics with your jump squats, split jumps, burpees, right? A little more impact, a lot more body. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax and breathe. All righty. Good morning. I hope that woke you up a little bit. We had a smooth start to move your body with a nice long up body circuit. 20 on your chest is next. I prefer you do what you did earlier. 10 less reps is the only reason why it's going to be quicker, not because you're going to go faster. 20 chest. You're then going to do 30 hamstring focused legs. And again, I want to eliminate your choices. Stationary reverse lunges or wide squats. Okay, that's what I would prefer. Narrow the choices, get them done. 20 chest. If you pushed earlier, I prefer that you push again. You don't have to. If you pulled earlier, I prefer that you pull again. Again, I prefer you do the same thing just for efficiency. 20. Again, after your 20, just so you know it, you know the rhythm from earlier, it's only quicker because the upper body is less. However, pulling hamstring leg exercises take a smidge longer than your pushing. Wide squats is your flexibility squat, and stationary reverse lunges are the opposite of your stationary forward. Step, load, and pull. Remember, I would love weight early and often. Same numbers, 30 down by 6. Wide squat or stationary reverse lunge. If you're doing wide squats, I prefer the weight down in the middle. When the weight is down, it pulls you down more. Your body has to work hard to stay tall and square. If you're doing stationary reverse lunges, you can mix up your hands anywhere you like. Whether it's one weight or two weights, or weights are up or weights are down. 30 hamstring focused legs. Take your time. Your hips always move a lot. Your glutes should always turn on. You've got really good posture. You're looking way out in front of you. You're not looking up. You're not looking down. And then you're supposed to use your legs, not your back. Hips, booty, eyes, and thighs. After your 30 hamstring focused legs, you're on your 20 back reps. If you did pullovers earlier, I prefer that you do pullovers again. If you did rows earlier, I prefer that you do those again. And it's only just to maximize the muscle you're trying to use. Again, after those 30 hamstring focused legs, 20 on your back, and then 24 on your legs. I don't want us to go faster than earlier, but I do want to get all 3 circuits done. So that's why they might feel like there's a little more pace this circuit. Thirty, 20 back reps. Pullovers is longer. Pullovers you reach. Pullovers you really lengthen. And then you pull and squeeze and breathe. All exercises have a lengthening component. Pullovers have one of the longer, slower lengthening components. Your rows, gravity helps you out on the lengthening component, whether you're on the TRX rows or dumbbell or bar rows. You lengthen. It's just not as long of a motion, and then you contract. After your 20 back reps, you're on 24 hamstring focused legs. You guys know there are more choices like stiff-legged deadlifts and walking forward lunges and higher step-ups. However, today I wanted to narrow those choices down for efficiency. 24 wide squats or stationary reverse lunges. Your hamstrings turn on more than your quads. Reps. Remember, I'm trying to be a little bit ahead of you, so we have a little bit more of a pace than earlier. Not a lot. After your 24 legs, you're going to be on your 20 shoulders, whether you pushed on shoulder presses, pulled on upright rows, or any of your shoulder raises. We'll be formally going through those 3 different shoulder raises later this week. 24 legs and then 20 shoulders, pushing or pulling. Remember, I'm only diversifying my exercises so you see them. I prefer that you stick to one unless you must change them. Again, if you push for a little while on the presses and pull for a little while, you're still getting your shoulders, but I want to beat up those pushing muscles or pulling muscles. Shoulders, pushing or pulling, and then 18 on your hamstring focused legs. And this is where that circuit picks up a little bit as those legs go down. Nice. 18 hamstring focused legs. After your 18 focused legs, you're on your 20 biceps. Remember, I don't want you going faster per se. Definitely want this circuit done. We're gonna get 2 minutes of exertion, and then some people have to leave. We'll have 10s on our up body later, and I'll start talking about that when that 2-minute exertion's over, so that way you can get that last circuit done sometime today. 18 legs, and then you're on your 20 biceps. And I'm only saying it so you get them done. 18 legs, 20 biceps, and then you'll be on your 12 legs. triceps, you've got hammer curls. Your hands are neutral, not necessarily narrow. Hammer curls with a twist, open wide, changes how the biceps turn on. After your 20 biceps, you're on 12 legs. I'm not saying you should be there by any means. 12 legs. Stationary reverse lunges, wide squats. As those reps have gone down, I hope the weight has gone up, and or more motion, and or slower motion. Time under tension. 12 legs, and then you'll be on your 20 triceps, and then your 6 legs. 12 hamstring focused legs. 20 triceps, 6 on your legs. On your triceps, you got dips, kickbacks. You're shortening a shortened muscle, so you shorten the muscle with your position, and you shorten it with the exercise. Overhead triceps, you're shortening a lengthened muscle, so you lengthen the muscle with the position, and then you shorten it with the exercise. Skull crushers, whether you have a TRX or laying down with a weight, you're shortening a somewhat lengthened muscle. Different positions. After those 20 triceps, you're on your 6 hamstring focused legs. 6 stationary reverse lunges, wide squats. All about that position of your feet. Your hips always lead the way. Pulling yourself up on stationary reverse lunges. Technically it's a push on your wide squats, but your hamstrings turn on more. 20 triceps, 6 on your legs. I'm going to start in about 30 seconds. We're going to start the 2-minute exertion. Now, I know you might be looking at the clock going, whoa, holy smokes. Well, you're kind of right. We'll have a 2-minute exertion, and then when that gets done, I'm going to let you rock and roll on our upper body and abs, and I'll be here, and then it has a 1-minute finish, blah, 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 blah. When you are done with those legs, you've got 2 minutes exertion. You can go do what you did earlier. You can mix them up as you wish. 2 minutes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. If you don't have tools like a jump rope, a treadmill, a bike, elliptical, an erg, a bench for taps, then you're going to be doing your agilities with your high knees, your butt kicks, jumping jacks, jump squats, split jumps. And yeah, if you're going to do pulsating squats, you can. We don't need our legs after this circuit, so you can mix up those things. Again, burpees. You got running your stairs, run around your house, up and down the driveway. Don't scare the neighbors. Like, man, Tom just keeps just going up and down his driveway. What the hell is he doing? He's doing the shuttle, the driveway shuttle. Sidewalk to garage door, sidewalk to garage door. 1 minute in, 1 minute to go. That last circuit will be quicker because the up body reps are way less. You know what to do. We're gonna have our abs to go with it. 300 chest, back, shoulder, biceps, tries today. Some legs, some body, some exertion, some abs. 30 seconds. Let's go, keep it going, 20 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax, breathe. Alrighty, I don't want anybody going faster during their reps, but if you know what to do, I'm gonna just start listing things so you get it done. If you have your own timer, it's a 1-minute exertion at the end. If you don't have your timer, you'll be joining me at 6:49-ish. When you're ready, 10 chest and 30 scissors. 10 chest, 30 scissors. You know what's happening. We'll have 3 different 30 alternating reps, and we'll have 2 different 25 non-alternating reps. But I'm gonna list it so you guys get it done. 10 chest, 30 scissors. Don't lift any faster, just get it done. 10 chest, 30 scissors. You won't do them again today? We did 1 set of 10 earlier. Legs straight, arms straight, torque, leverage, flexibility of your posterior muscles, mobility of your hips and spine. You could say it's the easier version or supported version of a V-up. So you can work on that motion with your legs and your hips and your sit-up and your motion. So again, just for knowledge, you've got your 10 chest, 30 scissors. You're gonna have your 10 back and your 25 sit-ups. So again, you're gonna hear it so you get it done. When you need to leave, just say goodbye. At the end of the circuit, I did want 1 more minute of exertion, but I know time is not on our side. 10 chest, 30 scissors, 10 back, 25 sit-ups. So you're gonna hear the exercises. We're probably gonna separate a little bit. Again, 10 chest, 30 scissors, probably done. 10 back, 25 sit-ups. Round 2 is 10 back, 25 sit-ups. Back, 25 sit-ups. Again, I'm not saying you should be there by any means. You'll then have your 10 shoulders and your 30 runners. So after your 25 sit-ups, again, I am not implying you should be there. You're gonna have your 10 shoulders and your 30 runners. Round 2, 10 back, 25 sit-ups. Round 3, 10 shoulders and 30 runners. There's nothing that's gonna unbalance you if you have to leave. When the circuit's over, it goes 1 more minute of exertion, so the rhythm of the day would be complete. 300 chest back, shoulder bis, tries. A nice good warm-up circuit to get your body going. We had some quad focused legs, nothing to write home about. Hamstring focused legs, should be feeling good. You have these abs and core, but again, definitely more upper body today than anything else. Round 3, 10 shoulders and 30 runners. Runners is your elbows to knees. Whether you start from the ground, maybe you have more motion, maybe there's that more up and rotation. You can start from the up and work on lengthening as you do your crunch, rotation, runner. 30 runners is round 3. Round 4, not saying you should be there. 10 biceps and your 25 reverse crunches. So round 3 is those 10 shoulders and your 30 runners. Round 4 is 10 biceps, your 25 reverse crunches. I know I'm going to start losing people. You'll have your triceps and your swimmers. And if you have that chance to do 1 more minute exertion, it should be good for you. 10 biceps, 25 reverse crunches is round 4. Round 5 is 10 triceps, 30 swimmers. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Or you've got 1 minute of work. 10 biceps, 25 reverse crunches, 10 triceps, 30 swimmers. Round 4, most people should be there somewhere. 10 biceps, 25 reverse crunches. Round 5 is your 10 triceps, your 30 swimmers. I'll do the 1 minute here in about 1.5 minutes. But if you have to leave, you have to leave. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Feelings. Bye, Katie. Have a good day, please. Round 4, 10 biceps, 25 reverse crunches. Round 5 is your 10 triceps and your 30 swimmers. And then you're gonna have the 1 minute of exertion, 1 minute of movement. 10 triceps, 30 swimmers. You can be on your hands and knees, motion, mobility, balance, coordination, activation, laying on your stomach, possibly more contraction. Either way, it's mobility of hips and spine, activation of muscles around and on your hips and spine. That one doesn't plug in generator. That one's motion activated. Okay. Round 5, 10 triceps, 30 swimmers. In about 30 seconds, I'm gonna start the 1 minute. If you wanna get your own 1 minute, awesome. If you wanna do it with me, awesome. We've got 1 minute exertion coming up. And again, jump, squat, split, jumps, high knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, bench taps, run your stairs. You can sit there like Sunshine and watch me. I guarantee you, Sunshine grabbed a coffee and sit back and put his legs up on his lounger. Started scrolling through his Instagram and Facebook and watched. I almost promise you. Sunshine, that bus just keeps coming by, baby. When you're ready, we've got 1 minute exertion. If you gotta go, you gotta go. 1 minute in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1 minute. You've got your high knees, you've got your butt kicks, your jumping jacks. All of those can be a little less impact with Walking high knees, you still have to exert. Walking butt kicks, you still have to think about it. Walking jacks, a little less wide, a little less impact. You got your bench taps or box taps. Again, there's a more impact, and then there's a less impact. 1 minute. Didn't say go faster, just said get it done. Last thing of the day. Monday has begun. 15 seconds. A little movement, a little exertion, a little movement, a little exertion. 1 minute to finish off your day. It doesn't mean you just go run and jump in the shower. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And cool off, and breathe. Walk around, pat yourself on the back. Look in the mirror and put a little smile on your face. Or don't. You can flex in the mirror. You guys should go flex in the mirror. That's what you should do.